Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Denver Broncos. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. He finds an opening past the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Locke and the Broncos going to come up first and 10 at their own 24. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Locke to throw on 2nd down. And he will find his man on the outside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Chargers, 41.
60 outlaw.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Now to the air. Locke. Underneath for Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Locke going to throw. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Cameron Batson there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And the QB rating right now sky high, 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Gordon. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down, Chargers.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And some room to roam. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers have taken the lead. The point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Fights through and now a crease. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And now look at this, big gain but a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Play action. Now Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Locke throwing on second down. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. Locke now on 1st down. Johnson's got it complete. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. 25 yards that time.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
53 is the mic.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Stepping up. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Drew Locke. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point from McManus is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Eckler. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
Ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
5.
53,
2.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, Haywood.
53 is the mic. Man, I got you. Check.
Protein spill. Bravo. Set, go.
Locke taking the snap at 1. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Locke now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at first, and Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and picked up by the Chargers. There he goes left side, and he takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi, so if you're in that type of territory.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check. 53's mic. Check.
On the ball, get it.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That's caught at the 25. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
4 down. 40. 25.
Here's Wilson. eluding the pressure right. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Gordon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
Watch the edge.
Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
They'll try and throw for him with Wilson. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
2 yards, good enough for a first. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Joker.
Push left.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, LA. DK Metcalf, 66 yards. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And the catch made by Johnson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Spot that, spot that. Bring out, bam, bam.
Check the out, check the out, check the out. Shit.
Hey, alert.
Check.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Locke. He finds his man Johnson. And he loses the football a second time. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was the big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Flushed out right. Hunter Henry brings it in. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check three, check three, check three. Kill. 14.
Hey, turn it up. He's coming. Double up.
Go, 14.
He's coming. Double up. Check your hot read.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
12. Undercrush. Switch it. 12.
Third and long, it's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
A lack of discipline defensively on fourth down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
64.
1 yard gain.
Alpha.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. It's caught by Davis. It'll be a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
All day, defense. All day. Come on now. Let's go.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Here's Locke. This is caught inside the 15. They're all the way home for a Bronco score. Cameron Batson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos get a bit closer. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A 3-yard gain.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. They'll run here with Eckler. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Lady.
March 47. Come on.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try, and he will score. Touchdown, L.A. Russell Wilson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the front.